Alrighty, so today we are doing a manicure. So this is a new client and we're going to be doing a very nice gentle manicure, and over time you guys will see a difference that the gentle manicures create. So my client it's tough because she's going through chemo, and this is why the skin is really sensitive. So we're going to do a very gentle manicure so it's not going to affect her skin that's very sensitive. Okay, so first we're going to shape the nails. I'm going to make them a little bit shorter. And you know what, a lot of times people, when they have a lot of dry skin like this, they start to pick at it because it bothers them. So what I'm going to tell this client is to use urea based cream, the carousel, a little bit at night, and we'll see if we see progress, but I know for sure that we're going to see a progress. So I'm going to do a dry manicure because I don't really want to use any cuticle softeners because the skin is a little bit soft, sensitive, right? So the dry manicure with the e-file is going to probably be a better idea, and also that way I can make the skin a little bit softer. Just very gentle exfoliation. Okay, so I'm just going to shorten the nails a little bit and follow the natural shape. Yeah, this is perfect. And I'm hoping this client will come back on a regular basis to see me, and that way we will see really good results, because I'm a huge believer in doing very gentle manicures over a long period of time. So this is not going to be like this amazing before and after, because this just takes time. Good things in life take time. We actually go to the gym together, so she understands this concept, because it's the same thing with working out. You can't expect amazing results after a week of working out, and the results are seen very slowly, but that's just the way it is. Same thing with dieting. Very gentle approach over a long period of time, consistency and progress. Like basically it's the same thing with working out. You don't want to go for the heaviest weight from the very beginning. You just want to raise the weight a little bit, raise the reps a little bit, and over a long period of time you can achieve amazing results. Now I'm going to compare. Yep, looks good. This is going to be a very good example, because many times people ask me, what do I do, or what do they do if they have their overgrown cuticle, they call it, but it's not a cuticle, it's the living skin that is overgrown, the proximal nail fold. So this is going to be a good example, because I think many times people push it back too much and then it just becomes this huge flap of skin. But when the skin is dry and stuck to the nail like this, it needs to be pushed back very gently, and with each manicure it can be the skin actually will exfoliate and it will shrink back when proper creams are used and the skin regains elasticity. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that on a regular basis, what kind of results we are going to get. So obviously, if you don't have electric file, because I do not recommend people to, if they do their own nails, to have electric file. It's not necessary, and you can do more damage than good. I'm going to use it because I have practice with it, and I can, you know, use it safely, and I use it for precision, not for a speed or anything. So if you don't have electric file and you want to exfoliate the skin a little bit, you can do that with a file or even a buffer, very, very gently. So the key here is not to remove dry skin. It's to just give that skin a little exfoliation, and then that skin needs to be repaired with proper creams, with urea. So first we're going to push back the proximal nail fold, and sometimes that exposes the cuticle, sometimes it doesn't. So very, very gently, there you go. So now this, I'm pushing back proximal nail fold, which is living skin. And now the white stuff here is a cuticle. And what people think is cuticle, they think this whole area here is a cuticle, but cuticle is a dead tissue, and that's right here, stuck on the nail. Okay, we're going to do it gently, and over a long period of time, this is going to make a difference. So just very, very gently. This is all I'm going to do, because yes, you can separate it further, but it's not very safe. That skin is just going to stick up and dry out. So I'm just going to do this gently. The skin is pretty hard, so once you start using creams and oil, this is going to be much, much easier. But very often people don't know that the solution actually to this is very, very simple, and they just don't do anything because they just don't know what to do. Or they think that the answer is very, very complicated. So the reason why this skin sticks, this living skin sticks, is because it doesn't exfoliate properly. So when it sticks, it stretches, and that's what you get. So this is all I'm going to do. So if the skin is overgrown on your nails, this is what I would suggest doing. Just gently. And with each manicure, this is going to get better. If you want to, you can definitely use a cuticle remover, but again, be very gentle with it. Make sure you remove the cuticle remover, because normally they're quite alkaline, so they're quite irritating to the skin. So this is why, because her skin is irritated already, I don't want to add. Okay, so that part is done. And I'm going to use, this is the Erica barrel, small barrel, and I'm using this machine on a very low speed. You can barely hear it. And just now, very, very lightly exfoliate everything. Again, I'm not trying to remove dry skin. Dry skin cannot be corrected by filing. I'm just trying to exfoliate the hard skin a little bit, gently. Over time, it will get better. Progress, not perfection. That's my life motto. The reason why I recommend urea-based cream is because urea actually is exfoliating and it's hydrating at the same time, so it's a very, very good ingredient. And I'm going to, at the end of the visit, show the client how much cream to use, very, very little, every night, and just leave it on the skin at night, and the difference will be really, really good. So now I'm removing the cuticle from the nail plate. You know, a lot of people will just cut this and exfoliate really harshly. And yes, you will get great results at the beginning, but the problem is that when you irritate the skin, when you overdo it, the skin is not going to respond well. It's going to actually grow harder, and then we get caught in this vicious circle of growing skin and growing too much of it and cutting it. And the gentle way is going to be very simple, because over time, like you see my nails, I don't have any skin to cut because I just push it back and that's it, and use the creams. I don't even have to use the electric file on my nails, because if you use the urea based cream, you don't have to. But like I said, at the beginning I use it because it's a really nice tool. The skin feels much nicer when it's very gently exfoliated. There's less chances of or less temptation to pick, because I can very gently just go over this. This is 8,000 RPM, I think. The speed is very slow. Then again, I get a lot of comments, people asking me, why am I skipping the manicure? Why this is so messy? And it's just, I have a different approach, and everybody has a different approach. There is room for everybody in the industry. Some people prefer gentle treatments, especially when they're going through, like in this case, treatments and things like that, or people that have diabetes, and for all kinds of different reasons. So if some people prefer more kind of invasive techniques, then whatever. It's just I prefer this way, and clients usually find me because of these very gentle techniques. Think about the skin on your face, for example. If you have dry skin, you're not just gonna file your face. Like, you're not gonna just scrub it until this dry skin is gone. You might exfoliate a little bit, because then the creams are going to work a little bit better, but you're gonna put cream on your face when you have a very dry skin. Same thing with the nails. This is living skin. This is not a cuticle. And I think just because people call it a cuticle, they think it's some kind of a magical tissue that they have to take care of it differently. But no, this is living skin, and it just has to be treated very gently. And this should never hurt. You should never feel any heat or anything like that. This is very gentle. The skin here is a little bit hardened, and this is why I'm filing this here. If it was soft, I wouldn't be filing it. If it was soft and dry, I wouldn't be filing it much. I usually, even with pedicures, I feel the skin. If the skin is hard, then yes, a little bit of exfoliation is good. If the skin is soft and dry, then there is no reason to exfoliate too much. A lot of times, believe it or not, people over exfoliate their skin, and they create a lot of irritation and inflammation, which is very bad. So the reason why you want to reduce the hard skin is because you have too much skin, right? So there is just too much when the skin is hard. But when it's just dry and soft, put cream on. Definitely protect that skin. That's how it gets more elastic. And over time, you'll get beautiful skin that doesn't need a lot of treatments. And And very easy manicures too. Like my manicure takes me like, I don't know, 20 minutes. It's barely anything to do. Actually, I haven't filmed my manicure lately. I'm going to do it soon. So this I'm going to clip. I'm not going to, oh, it came off here. I mean, obviously, if they were open cuts, these are not open cuts. But if they were open cuts, then I wouldn't be able to do this, definitely. But these are not open cuts. There's a little flake here. It feels so much better. Okay, let me just see it one more time. Let's see if I can get this to look like. Okay, now the other end. And if you guys, if one of you has like this kind of overgrown skin, you can actually push it back gently every day or every second day, very, very gently. And that skin, you will be able to train it back to very nice shape. I find the weekly manicures are the best because in 2 weeks it's a little bit too much time. But every week if you do this, even very, very gently, over time it's going to get much, much better. See, this is so much better. And the skin tears because when it's dry and it's not elastic, it tears. So that's why protecting that skin and using good creams is going to prevent that skin from tearing like this. And that's the thing, like if I just file this off, I didn't really resolve the reason why the skin is the way it is. I just removed the symptom. So the symptom is the dryness. But why is it dry? Because it's lacking something. So add whatever is lacking, like the oils and the care. Don't just like remove it and not explain to the client why this is happening. I mean, in this case of this client, maybe the medication is really irritating the skin as well, but we'll see what we can do with these gentle treatments. Certain medications can be really, really harsh on the skin, unfortunately. Doing this very, very gently. also get a lot of comments and people saying that if I leave the dry skin, once the oil is removed, this dry skin is going to be there. Yes, it will be there because you have to use the oil on a regular basis and the cream on a regular basis. This is how dry skin is corrected. Same thing with pedicures, same thing with facials. People have to use creams in order to, and I mean, sometimes in life you cannot fix dry skin. You just have to deal with it your whole entire life because some people just don't produce enough oil, and as we age there is just less oil production as well. So we just have to supplement. But filing it is not a solution. It makes it look better right away, but in the long run, the skin is going to create more dry skin. Okay, now I just have to see if I need to snip something a little bit. I do as little as I can because when you snip the skin, you're basically kind of cutting it and it peels then from that area. So just double checking the shape. I like to sometimes look at the nails flat and then look at them from this angle. It kind of shows me how they look from different angles. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab a little buffer, just very gently smooth that area, and then just kind of now bevel the free edge, just so there is no hard edges. So if there was any peeling areas, that's how I correct it. You can actually go over this to smooth it a little bit. Again, you see I'm using very, very light touch. I don't go with any pressure. This is 220 grit. It's a very soft buffer. And I'm gonna leave this buffer with the client. So if she has any hard edge, to just very, very gently maybe exfoliate it if she wants. But again, they have to understand that this is not how you correct dry skin. For the feet, I recommend doing a buff once a week and then cream after each shower for the feet. And very often it's the other way around. People file all the time and they just put cream once in a blue moon, and that's why it's not working. You always need to replenish the skin more than you're taking away. Right? So with the buffing you're taking away, with cream you're adding. So you always want to add to the skin, not take it away. You wanna give more than you take. And now I'm just going to wipe the nails with alcohol, and I'm going to do a very nice natural clear polish, and then I'm going to put cream because I don't want to be putting cream on and then wiping the nails with alcohol. What's the point? So first quick polish and then the cream. So normally I use a nail glow, but right now we are testing this thing, so we're gonna test it and see. The nail glow is amazing. We'll see if this is as good as the Nail Glow. This one has a very, very good brush. It's a little bit stiffer than the Dior, but it's very well cut. And I love this look because it just gives the nails like a very nice, healthy look. And I do a lot of these manicures with the Dior. But a lot of people are asking for a little bit more budget-friendly version, because Dior is right now I think 29 euros, so it just went up in price a little bit, just like everything else. This one is about, I think, was £9 in the UK, so it's better. And this also dries very, very quickly. A little fluffy there. It's funny, but these manicures are absolutely not boring for me. I just love doing these simple manicures. I can do it all day. Okay, this usually takes about 2 minutes to dry, so we're just going to dry them. The other hand is probably dry. So this has a bit of a matte, like a very natural look. So 2 coats are going to be more shiny, but I'm going to leave it with 1 coat. Because sometimes 2 coats, I don't know this product that well, can be a little bit too bright, too blue once you go outside. So, not the nice parts, the oil. So normally I apply oil because I apply it from the dropper for hygienic reasons. You don't have to. People think that they have to use that much oil, but they really don't. So I'll show you. This 1 drop can actually be, it's enough for the whole hand usually. I'll show you on my nails what I do. But especially after the manicure, a little bit more oil won't hurt, but you don't have to do it all the time. And because of the client's sensitive skin, I'm going to use this one, the moisturizing lotion. It's very, very nice, and doesn't have a fragrance or anything like that, so it's not going to hurt the skin. When the skin is sensitive, fragrances can be problematic. Okay, now the other hand is also dry. You can actually mix your own oil. I like mixing usually 50% jojoba oil with avocado, grapeseed oil, a little bit of coconut oil sometimes. It really depends what I have, but there is no like a one recipe. You can definitely make your own. Jojoba is really, really good because it's very, very gentle. Sorry, it's very, very light, so people like it. And also it has a very small molecule, so it gets absorbed into the skin and into the nail as well. And it plasticizes the nail. Grapeseed is also very light. Sunflower oil is really good. Avocado is really good. All these oils are very good. I'm not sure about olive oil for the skin. Some people say it's good and some people say it's not. I definitely like to eat it. Okay, so we are done with our first manicure. Hopefully we'll see this client again to show you guys the progress. So subscribe if you're interested to see the progress, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Very quickly, we're back because I wanted to show you how much carousel to use. So just grab a small amount like this. This is enough for 2 hands. Okay, so at night, just a little dab like this. every night after a shower or after hand washing. When this is amazing for the feet as well, so I usually recommend putting that on the feet after a shower. So when the skin still has some moisture, you basically are sealing that moisture. Amazing results, amazing. And this is how they look after. Very nice. Progress, not perfection, guys. Let's have some patience. And the nails are going to be nice and healthy, and the skin around them.